Hello my lovelies, welcome back to Oh My Yum's Kitchen. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video I'll be sharing with you my delicious chinchin recipe. Christmas is around the corner and you will be needing this recipe for those late night snacks and for gifting. So let's get started. You're going to start by measuring out all your dry ingredients. The measurements and list of ingredients are all in the description box, so do not worry at all. Once everything is nicely combined, you're going to be coming in with your butter or margarine and you're just going to be dumping that into the flour. You're not mixing yet, so you're going to just set it aside and move on to prepare your wet ingredients. The citrus flavoring are totally optional. I just loved adding them to my Christmas chinchin, okay? So what I'm trying to say is you do not need to add them if you don't want them or if you don't have them. Next, go ahead to work your butter into your flour with the tip of your fingers like so until they are nice and crumbly. Next, you're going to start pouring in your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. Please do that gradually. Do not dump everything in, because all flours are different, okay? Every flour reacts to liquid differently. You may need a little less, you may need a little more, okay? Once everything is partially come together like this, you're going to transfer it onto your work surface and you're going to mix everything together. This is just for easy mixing. Just combine everything together. Do not overwork your dough, but just make sure everything comes together to form a nice dough like this. Next, you're going to allow your dough to rest on the countertop for about 10 minutes. Just leave it alone to rest. I know it's tempting at this stage to just want to play with it like a Play-Doh, but just leave it to rest for about 10 minutes, okay? After about 10 minutes, you're going to come in with your knife or whatever, if you have a scraper, and you're just going to cut your dough into 4 equal parts. This is because this is a large quantity of chinchin. I can't slice or cut everything at a go, so I divided it into 4 and I'm going to be rolling each of the 4 parts and be slicing them into the desired shape and sizes. Lightly sprinkle a bit of flour on your dough if it is sticky. Sometimes I don't do this because my dough is perfect, but sometimes I do need a bit of that flour to help me work the dough. So watch what is happening with your dough before you go ahead to add extra flour, okay? Continue to roll out your dough until it is nice and flat, and then we're going to be going ahead with the cutting. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do really appreciate you. Please don't forget to leave me a comment, share this video, like it, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Using a pizza cutter to cut your chinchin is the easiest way to do it, except you have a commercial chinchin cutter, which I do not have. So this is just a regular pizza cutter and this is doing the job so beautifully. So I encourage you, if you're going to make chinchin, get yourself a pizza cutter and use it to do the cutting like I'm doing here. The process is so easy. All you're doing is just rolling the pizza cutter up and down the length of the dough to cut it into strips, and we're going to go across to cut all the strips into smaller pieces. But if you have a better way of doing this quicker and faster, please feel free to use that method. I'm all for experimenting and trying new things, and please do let me know if you do find a better way of doing this. The The shape and sizes of your chinchin is going to be determined by this effort that we're putting in here. So try as much as possible to cut consistent shape and sizes. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but just try as much as possible if you do want a consistent shape and size for your chinchin. Well, if you don't care, just go ahead and just cut it however you like. And also, I would like to say that the tinier you cut your chinchin, the crunchier it will be. So bear that in mind. If you want a really crunchy chinchin, you may have to cut a bit smaller, but I am okay with this because this is one of the parts of the chinchin making process that I do not really look forward to, but it's got to be done. I prefer to fry my chinchin in batches, so once I finish rolling out a batch and cutting it, I will go ahead to fry that batch immediately. If you prefer to roll all your chinchin and cut and then go ahead to fry, please feel free to do that, but this is what works for me. So you're going to add your chinchin into the hot oil and you're going to let that sit for a few seconds before you start to move it around. Do not worry, even though the chinchin look as if they were stuck together, by the time they get into the oil, they're going to separate. Continue moving it around like this until it is nice and golden brown. Once it is golden brown, you're going to be taking it out of the oil. Line a small bowl or tray with some kitchen towel, and you're going to be transferring your cooked chinchin straight from the oil into that lined tray. The kitchen towel is to help absorb the excess oil, and you're just going to continue this process until you finish frying all your chinchin. And at this point, your home should be smelling gorgeous, and I bet you will be snacking already. Most times while frying chinchin, your oil is going to begin to bubble maybe after the second batch or the third batch. So it is advisable to use a deep pan when you're frying your chinchin. Somebody did mention that it's because of the baking powder, but I haven't fried my chinchin without baking powder yet to be able to determine whether it is actually the baking powder that is the culprit. Just something to bear in mind. Your chinchin can last up to 3 months if you store it correctly. Store in a airtight container and enjoy this deliciousness. Gift this as gift to your loved ones and I'm sure they will be happy. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.